Hi everyone, it's Jean. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you some updates to my glue book, and I want to work on a page I think I need to finish. So we will see what's going on with that. So first of all, let me move this basket so I can spread out more. So first of all, this one was my very first page, and I love it because it was my very first one, but also because I think it turned out pretty well. And we have my second one, which I absolutely love this page. It has to be my favorite page. And this one I had talked about maybe cutting it in like a wonky pattern here around this woman and having some pages be a little bit different, but it was only because I was struggling to find things that would fit in the background. So I had been trying to use this truck, so I finally used that, and I used some of these palm fronds, which kind of matches over here, and I like it. I love it a lot. So that's my second attempt. Now I'm over here, and some of these are just fussy cut pieces that I recently trimmed, and it's like I'm doing okay with the right side, but the left side is needing some assistance. I love the left side, and I'm trying to keep within kind of a red look. You know, I can put this here. I don't need to put it over here. And it seems like I mean, I do this all the time. I get stuck because I end up having these spaces. And I think one of the keys to glue booking is to keep your colors nice and bright. And right now, they aren't feeling nice and bright on the left side. So let me see what I have. One of my friends brought me a Woman's Day magazine, and it was the neatest thing. It had some really cool designs in it, like for example Kermit in here, and the typography is really good. Look at this page. These are great for backgrounds, and I love the horse, and of course the food. Look at the cool dominoes. I need to cut those out, and pardon me, I'm yawning. I need to cut that heart out. And sometimes I got these, sometimes I pulled these out because I liked, like this, these I have to have. So they have to be, I have to do some fussy cutting, and I haven't done that yet. So anyway, I mean, I'll look for, and this is cool. This is actually like a dinosaur, but it's so blended into the background you can't really tell. Or maybe it's not a dinosaur, maybe it's a alligator. And this one, two's pretty awesome. Definitely a great piece. Let me see, where does the other side? Oh, this woman, she definitely has to go in a paper doll situation. So I'm going to make a paper doll out of her. She's not going to go in my glue book right this minute because I'm looking for some things that are red. And I am not a fan of red. I don't know why I picked red. I just must have had a bunch of red. I don't know about it. These stamps are kind of interesting. That's a possibility. There is a red horse. Look at those tacos. I had a baked potato today, and it was really good. Baked potato. All right. I know I have more things in my basket that I could use. So I am going to look. Okay, so I have these cool red chairs, and I think I have two of them. So I've been trying to put them in. And this is a dress I pulled out, and I think it would look really cute for a border. It just needs to be cut straight. This lady, she looks sad, but she kind of, I like the art of it. Wonder if, oh, I don't have any side lips. I only have front lips or side eyes. Those are kind of like side eyes. They'd be huge. Okay. Stop fussing with that. Okay, here's some strawberries that are red on the edge. And I also have the stall house. I have this, and I'm thinking here's a little pheasant we could put on there, and here's a basket of apples. See, I found much more after turning on the camera. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny how that works? This little girl, I have to use her before she gets lost. Here's a red flag, and here's a quilt, and here's a red bag, and here's, so let me see if I can work with those. So the first thing is, let me move these pages out. Hi, Kermit. My kids, I say my kids, my daughter and her cousins had a Kermit doll. I had gotten it for them a long time ago. And they had so much fun with that crazy Kermit. Throwing him out the window and rolling him down the hill in the wagon. And he would, they would pretend like he would jump out of the room and down the stairs. And it just was, they just had a ball. It was really, really fun for them with that silly thing. So this is not even. So I'd have to trim it even if I'm going to put it here, which it would go good there. But I have to cut a lot of it off. Okay, let me get my trimmer. Did I tell you guys I ordered myself a guillotine? A guillotine. In Spanish, it's a guillotine. You know, guillotines in ancient times were terrible torture devices. But now, they just slice paper. Thank goodness. Thank goodness they only slice paper and not people's heads off. Right? Sorry, I didn't mean to do it so loud. But I got the small one because I watch Nicole, and oops, I'm sorry. She has a small one, and she uses it on when she's glue booking, and I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. This is crooked as heck, but I'm going to use it down here, and then I'll just cover up the crookedness. It's kind of a funny thing. I am not good with measurements, and I am not good with cutting things. And my friend Brenda, she has her own channel called Brenda the Simple Crafter, and she does lovely tutorials on junk journaling. She makes her own journals, and she does design team projects for different people, and I just love her the way she does things, because she does her best. Actually, that would fit right there. I just need something. This can go up a tiny bit, but it's not going to cover that side piece. And I don't know what I have for, I thought I had cut borders yesterday. Where did I put them? I know I cut borders yesterday. And I know, okay, here's one I cut. How long is it? Oops, there went my glue. There went my glue. That's orange. Oh yeah, I cut up this huge Stouffer's lasagna so I could use it for trim. Isn't that crazy? Okay, we're going to use the Stouffer's, and I'm going to use it along this side, and then I'll have to see what I can use up there. Let me find the glue where it disappeared to. I've been having so much problem with my lower back. I just feel like I could cry some days, but I don't. I just glue. Glue! If you've never watched Nicole, you have to watch her. She cheers you up. And she says, glue! How tall is this house? Okay, so it could go right there, and it would fill up that whole space. But I don't want the lasagna to go past that part. So I don't know if I finished saying what I was saying, but I really have a problem with measurements. And my friend Brenda had a tutorial on her page about doing a flip-flop journal. Some people call it like a concertina journal. It's called different things. Anyway, I decided that I wanted to make one. So I cut my paper was 12 inches wide, and I cut the top off according to the size that I wanted it height-wise. I put it on my scoreboard to verify that it was actually 12 inches long. If you're familiar with, I call it stamperia. I don't know what other people call it. Stamperia or something like that, but with my Spanish background, I call it stamperia. Well, it's double-sided paper, so that's one of the reasons why. Let me look at this. Okay, it looks relatively straight. Is the reason why I wanted to use it, because it was double-sided. But I noticed that when I scored it at the same place that she told me to score it at in the video, it didn't work. So I don't know if it was, more than likely it was me, because I'm kind of dumb like that and don't know, like I said, with measurements or whatever. Let's see how far. Oh, there's a hat under there. Well, I'll be darned. We don't need the hat. So I'm going to bend this to see how far over I need to make it. And I'll save a little piece of this. My hair is in the way. Okay, where are my very sharp scissors? So anyway, that's what happens with me a lot of times, is I will do something the way someone explains, and either I've measured something wrong, I've cut something wrong, and so I have to go back and do it again. And it's not the fault of anybody but my own, because Loretta, are you back? Loretta's my mom's cat. She is a black and white tuxedo cat, and my mom says she doesn't know her name, but I call her Loretta all the time, and she responds to me. But she usually comes to visit either because she's looking for my mother, or, I mean, this cat and my mom are like on the same clock, schedule, everything, because the cat thinks it's time for mom to take a nap. So it'll come and it'll be like, okay, let's go take our nap. I'm wondering how the rest of this quilt would look up here. It actually would look kind of okay because of the, so it needs to be here, and it needs to be here. So mathematics in general were not even my thing when I went to school. My thing was, I don't know. It's funny how when you look back on your school life, and there's a lot of things that I can't remember, and I don't know why I can't remember them, other than there's a possibility that in my brain it was a traumatic event and my brain has thus blocked it out. And that's very possible because I have experienced that before with other traumatic situations. It's not necessarily a traumatic situation like something bad happened, but traumatic to me in my mind. Like one of my first jobs. The first couple years, I was impacted traumatically, and I can't remember everything. And I don't know if it was because of the fear of working or the fear of acceptance or what it was, but it's, you know, it was one of those things where I had a hard time coping and adjusting. Now, look at that. That finished like so quick with you guys, and I couldn't get it going before. There's a couple things that I'm going to add, hopefully. I don't think I need any more lasagna. And I wish I could use this cake, but to put it down here on top of something else, I think it's taking away from the view. So we will save the potty cake for later. We do have this basket of apples that we can add, and that will break up some of this red. I mean, it's red, but what I'm saying is it's different color red. So we will add this right here. Sometimes I like to put stuff wonky, not always straight. This little pheasant, I think he would look cute over here on top of this house. Okay, and I didn't fuzzy cut him very good. Sorry, Mr. Pheasant, but I am not going to re-fuzzy cut you because, just because. Okay, before I cut out the Cupid doll, let me see what I have over here. Do I need to put, smile file right there. Okay, we'll just leave it there to see if I need to put it there. It does kind of break things up a little bit. And then I have these strawberries. And I also have this car. So I know I want to put the car over here on the edge, but I'm only going to glue the back part of it in case I need to lift it up for something to go under it. These are deep fried and battered Oreo cookies, and I'm thinking, what? But it does fit right there, so it's going there. I don't know that I would eat those. I like fried foods, but I don't know that I like fried sweet foods. I know when we go to we haven't been to the fair for years, but when we had gone before, they would have deep fried things. Let's see, what else do we have that I was planning on putting in here? Let me see if I have, okay, so my chair. Can my chair go there? It could go there, but I'd like it to go more over here so it could cover up that. Oh shucks, that fits right there. So let me put this down. We'll have some of this crazy quilt on each page. Crazy quilt. I should have learned to quilt. I should have learned to do a lot of things that I don't do. Okay, I love this, and I keep thinking, can I put it right here? And I think I can, because it'll look like the bushes in the tree. And, okay, so that's where this is. Well, wait a minute. Should I try to put it here so that it covers up where, let me see how high it can go. It can go high enough to cover up the corner there. Okay, I'm putting it there. And then hopefully I can find a place for my chair. So funny, people in different parts of the United States say things weird. Oh, and I've been painting today, so my hands are like speckled and all kinds of interesting colors. Okay, love that. I'm glad I was able to stick that in there. Love it. Love it. I don't think I'm going to be able to use that. I don't think so. This lady, I feel like I have to use her because she's just like so, I don't know. Maybe she can sit in the chair. She doesn't have any legs. She doesn't have any legs. Come on, let's see if you can peel up here. No? Okay. We'll just put the chair over top. And then if we put her right here, it's just hiding the chair. I really wanted to use my chair, but it's not big enough to cover everything. And I had this little dollhouse, but I already had houses on there. I'm going to put this down here. Maybe. I'm just going to hold it there because I'm thinking that covering her one eye makes her look less depressed. She looks so depressed. And this is supposed to be a happy page. So I'm going to put smile file on here because I think it needs some white or something to break it up a little bit down here. So there's smile file. And I'm trying to think if I had anything else in mind for this page. My doll, I do not have to use her, but I can. I have this red purse that I've been holding on to. And, you know, it would kind of, but then you wouldn't really know. Oh, wait a minute. We could make that her hat. Make that her hat. Let's see. make this her hat. And then we put the chair, but it still doesn't cover it enough. Okay. Okay, where did my clip go? I need to keep my clip here because I have a tendency to accidentally peel up the papers. Okay, here's a beautiful flower bush that would fit in here somewhere, but we don't really need it because we already have one. Here is a blue dress. We could put that there. Blue dress. Where's my lady? Okay, so let's do this. Let's put her here, and she's going to wear a blue dress, but she's not going to be anatomically correct because we're just going to put her down like this. I'll have to, she already has an arm up there. So let me cut this piece off. So she already has an arm up there. And if I could find her another arm. And where's her hat? She could wear her hat and it would cover up what we would need here. Yeah. Okay. So let me look real quick. I'm sure I have an arm in the magazine. I don't know which one I pulled out. Country Living, let's see. This is funny. A bunch of hangers. I don't think I looked at this one yet. And I don't know. Oh, that's a good arm. What's on the back of this? Woman. Okay, so let me take this page. No plans, guys. You never know what's going to happen whenever you are glue booking. I had no plans of making this woman, but it'll be fun. All I know, my dears, is that I'm starting not to be able to see, so hopefully I can cut this out without too much trouble. And I want to thank everyone who has come to visit me today to see this. And then also, oh man, I lost the hand. Also wanted to say thank you to anyone new. And if you are new, just let me know. I would love to have you as a subscriber and love for you to come back. Okay, they just dropped straight down. How could I have lost them? I mean, they were small, but let me see if they fell in this basket. No? All right. Have to look for another arm. Dang it. I like that arm. And I wanted to say, I apologize for my last video being like super long. I tried to speed it up, but it didn't want to speed up. It wanted to stay slow, so I'm not sure what the story was with that. Let me see what this woman in the front, she's like the not the author, but the, you know what I mean. Maybe she was in here again with her arm that I could borrow. Oh my goodness. You guys, there's like these magazines that have like this cool stuff in them, and when I start looking at them, then I get stressed out because I'm thinking, what am I going to do with, I need to do something with these. I just want to look at them, all of the things. Okay, enough whining. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue her together to get the page finished, and then I will find the arm and add it, and I will show you guys later. So here we are going to put Miss Thing here. I think she was on like a medicine ad. She's probably in several magazines, but we're going to use her because I think she is, well, she's red and she looks like she's a fun person. So we're going to use her, and we're going to use this green hat because it covers up some of the space we need. And we're going to put it down. I wanted to cover one eye. Let me see if I have room to do that. Yes. Okay. So there she is, and everything's covered up except for a tiny piece there, which I'm sure we can find a little thing to go on there. And I'm just gonna leave the dress off for now and leave it like that. And then we just need like a tiny thing to put. I wonder if I put these, they would have, no, they're not gonna work. Okay, tiny thing to put here. That's a plate. Kind of wanted to, I'm going to save Kermit because I want to put him on a special page because he means something to me. I know it's a silly thing, but my last video was so dang long. I'm sure you guys got bored. It was a really fun project to make the embellishments, but I think I need to learn a little bit more about video editing so I can make things faster when it's boring. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully if this one is longer than like 30 minutes, I'm going to edit it so that it will run a little bit shorter, because I know we all have time, but we don't have that much time. So, although I will watch our videos. If they're interesting enough, I will watch them. And mine probably aren't interesting enough for you guys to watch a whole hour on regular speed. So I get it. It's okay. I'm not going to get mad about it. But I am going to trim this better. Okay. Give me a couple minutes to trim out this plant that I'm going to put right there. And then I'm going to look for a word or two, maybe. And then we will be done. Oh man, I really gave this plant a haircut. Oops. My mom has these beautiful African violets growing in the bathroom. They are so pretty. I will have to take a picture and show you guys. And she knows exactly how to water them, exactly where they need to face. And she always has the most beautiful African violets. And my daughter had a beautiful Thanksgiving cactus, and it bloomed so full, but I don't know if something happened to it that I don't know if it rotted or what, but I don't think it's going to bloom this year. I think there's only a little piece of it, so we'll see. It was always so beautiful though. My daughter loves plants. I love plants, but I was never really good at being like a plant connoisseur. My niece is very good at it, and my daughter, so, and my mom's. Maybe they got it from my mom. I don't know. I'm not sure about my sister-in-law. There was one last thing, if I can find it, that I wanted to add, and not Kermie. Oh, I never added my chair. Daggone it. Okay, the chair will have to be saved for next time. And I decided I'm not going to do the dress. And I was looking for another piece that might have flown away. Maybe it's over here. But anyway, I have had so much fun with Woman's Day. So if you get a Woman's Day magazine, I mean, there's so much to cut out of that thing. At least the one I got. So I don't know what year it was. My friend brought me some because her friend's mother was relocating to a home. And I asked her, I said, do you have any magazines that you would like to share? And she's like, yeah. She said, I'll ask her. And then next thing you know, they ended up in the garbage. So I don't know what happened there. I think I asked too late. Okay, I wanted to put these lips on the car because I thought it was so funny, but these are not the right lips. So I don't know what happened to the right lips. They're probably somewhere here in my craft room. But I am going to call finished on these two. The only thing that I might add is if I had a funny like little saying that I could add. I'm not sure if I have any, so let me look in my basket. I need more shallow baskets. We could add this, and it says Quirky Day Special. What's underneath it? An owl. Oh, I could have put him right there. Hoot hoot. We'll put this right here on top of this Ralph Lauren. And it says Quirky Day Special. And that's kind of apropos for this magazine page. Let me set it up and see. Oh my goodness, it's so funny with that lady on there. Okay, I like it. I like it. I didn't think that I would ever use cars or cartoony people or people, because I didn't want to use, I don't know why I didn't want to use people in it, but this looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm just going to leave it. Is that paint? Was I painting with blue? I don't think so. That must be a bird on there or something. But that is the final page. I'm not going to do anything else with it that I know of. And then we have the next page. So in case you all didn't remember, I got a cheap expired date. It's like a planner, date book, planner, whatever you want to call it. And I decided to use it for glue booking, and I'm using one page at a time. So there's at least 365 pages in here, maybe, and probably more, because there's additional pages here. And I debated on leaving, like after a few pages, leaving like this one and this one, so that I could kind of journal about what I had made, but I haven't decided yet. Before we go, though, I want to show you real quick some things that I got from the library. I've been meaning to show you, and I haven't been able to. So the first magazine is called Mary Jane's, and the top of this almost feels like a canvas. It's really a beautiful magazine, and it has very good quality paper in it. So this particular, I mean, off the bat, I see I can cut out these 4 books and they would look really cool on a collage page, as well as this. And then you always have under the content small images that you can use. And they're really, I love the fonts that they've used in here. A lot of small pictures and illustrations that you can cut out and add to your pages. And it's one of those magazines where you really want to go through page by page, because look, here are books you can cut out. Look at this little shelf, the eggs, the pages all have a little watercoloring up here. Coloring. There are beautiful dreamy colors here, and it's just a real pretty magazine. It is a little wordy. So what I mean is, when it has an article, it wants to explain everything to you. So, and I would find this to be acceptable, being that it's a magazine from a library. You want a magazine that people can read and, you know, gain information from. And I just love that myself. So a lot of times I get caught up in reading what's going on in the magazine instead of just going forward with it. But look at this. Isn't this so cool on that brick wall? I love that. So many fun things that you can glean from this book. And it has recipes in the back if you're into recipes. This one has beautiful horse images. So I need to save this one out because I meant to show my husband. The next one I got, I had been looking at this one. I don't remember where I saw it, maybe eBay, but it is a very nice magazine. And the paper and the imagery in some of these pages are just perfect for a journal. These are fiddleheads from a fern, but you may already know that. But this little girl sitting here, this painting, it's just really cute. They have one, I think, for maybe each section. I don't remember. These are some small houses. This is a story about a young lady who had a kind of like a haberdashery of sorts, where she made crowns and different things for women, and I guess men too. And her business was good, but once she took these photos of her grandmother, she said her business really just flourished. So I can see why she's very beautiful. So this magazine is going to be difficult to cut up and use unless you're, like I said, unless you're going to use it for journal pages, because I think if you were going to do a specific journal, it has these beautiful images of trees. I love trees and leaves. Look at that. So there are so many sweet things in here. And I was thinking about this particular image and how cool that would be in a journal or on the front of the journal. So really pretty photography, and just I didn't even know you could eat those. Look at the dress made with the mushroom, or I'm not sure if it's lichen or mushrooms. So many beautiful things in this one, and if you have a chance to get it, it is a nice magazine for a journal. This one also, I've never heard of Taproot, and Taproot is actually, it has no advertisements in it, and there's only, I think, no, you can get 12 issues. I thought there was only a couple a month, but this one, this is the one that I was, look at the birch trees. Wouldn't that be a beautiful page to use for journaling? Even the other side. And this is so beautiful. The world is not a pleasant place to be without someone to hold and be held by. Isn't that beautiful? So these are, this paper in this magazine is very high quality, and there are some interesting articles. Like I said, I start reading some of the things instead of harvesting for images. But I do like this, and I think this would be cute for background on something. But they have just really cool things in here, and I think that I think I got a couple of these from the library, but these three that I showed you were the ones that I had never seen before, and I was thrilled to get them, especially the Enchanted Living, because I think that is an expensive magazine to purchase. Now this one is from 2019, so I'm not sure if it's available still, but I'm going to check it out at enchantedlivingmag.com. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you were able to see this and you enjoyed our little glue book sesh. I am working on some new things that hopefully I'll be able to share with you. Oh my goodness. All my leaves fell when I was looking for something. Okay. Well, I'll have to dig those out. That's my own fault. I have so much stuff on my desk, just stuff that has like no apparent place to be. And now, okay. Well, guys, if you find lasagna pictures, Stouffer's lasagna pictures in your magazine, make sure you cut them up for background, because they're really, really fun to use. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Don't worry, I'll pick up my leaves someday. And I love y'all much. Please come back. And if you're new, please subscribe and like. I really appreciate it. And let me know where you're from, and, you know, any suggestions, questions. I'm up for whatever you got. So have a great night. Bye for now.